Okay guys, today we're back with another SILKSONG video. This is part 2 of my series. So, first part didn't have much because, well, I just started playing, but we did get to the second location, which is the Marrow, and we just met these caravan like flea buddies. So right now I'm just gonna start exploring and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I just sped this bit up because, well, I died, so it's better to be sped up than to just watch me get my silk back. Kind of boring, to be honest. But I got my silk back, and we're good. So far, this location is really, like, what's it called, original. Looks nowhere near anything in the first Hollow Knight game, which I appreciate, because, well, the more originality, the better it's gonna be, obviously. The reason I'm kind of just running around without a clue what to do is, I don't have a map bot in this area, so I kind of just have to, like, remember where I went, where I didn't, and since my memory isn't that great, it obviously didn't go that well. The rosary like bracelets things are really good. Even the 30 ones, like 30 is a bit of a pain to get, so anytime I get them, I'm happy enough. It kind of reminds me of if you've played any like Souls game or like Elden Ring, for example, you can like use these runes to get like currency in that game. Reminds me of like the rosary things in SILKSONG. First thing I thought of when I got one of them. So yeah, right now I'm basically just exploring, not really much of an idea what to do or what I'm doing. I actually might cut this out. Yeah, I found a hidden wall here. So this will probably be a lot like why didn't I explore that one? Yeah, I'm doing a voiceover right now since I didn't have voice in the clip. I have no idea why I didn't go in there. Genuinely back at the bench. Yeah, I accidentally healed myself, I don't know why. As you can tell, I'm really rusty, so don't mind my gameplay. So I thought about like coming back up here. Yeah, for some reason I'm checking like every wall for like a hidden one, which actually works later on. I find a hidden wall and I can't remember what was in the room, to be honest. Well, we'll see right now. Okay, it was two of these bugs guarding, I think, like some currency, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was them just guarding the rosaries, so It wasn't that important, but it's still good to get. I don't know what I was trying there, to be honest. Sometimes watching my own gameplay is a pain, to be honest. Especially against these guys. I don't know why I didn't just jump past them and keep going. Anytime they hit me, I took it personally and just had to kill them. I also like the braking platforms that make the parkour a bit more challenging. Even though they do sometimes screw me up, but it's better than just having boring platforming with just enemies stacked on the like random platforms. Yeah, that led me back down to where I was before, so I didn't bother really exploring it because, well, technically I have already. I thought this was gonna be a boss fight, but I also knew because of the singing, it was probably just gonna be like the corner for of this game, and I was actually right, so... You have keen sight from my skill, Bug, but my childhood has long since passed. What has happened here? I see signs of hard battle all around. These strange shuttling pilgrims in the camp below, they were deadly enough. But, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying to read that, because apparently my English just doesn't work. Thankfully, in, well, my later clips, I did live voiceovers, so I actually had time to read. The prices on the maps are a bit insane though. Like, the only reason I had enough is because I had 2 of the frayed rosary strings. Which, I'm gonna say again, are super good. Spoiler alert, in a later part I find one that gives 130 or like 150, so pretty good to be honest. I can't remember, I think I got both the maps here instead of the quill on the map, because I just felt like that was a better purchase. Yeah, there's a bunch of gates in this game, it's kinda annoying me. I actually can't remember why I went back here, to be honest, but I just kinda like... Yeah, I went back to the map guy after and I got the quill from him, yeah, instead of the map, I don't know why. Then I went back to like the boss looking thing. I tried like touching the webs and stuff and ringing the bells. Nothing worked. Until I made my way to this bit. Daughter of a distant land, we who remained have waited long. Bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Which, if you haven't played the first game, that statue in the back is a weaver, which are these little spider creatures from the first game, which was also Hornet's mother. So, technically, well, my theory right now is that, like, this part of, I don't know if there's even, like, Hallownest or anything, but this kingdom might have been, like, her mother's before she became a dreamer, and we somehow got taken here. And this is the part where I found out you can break the silk with the needle. So now I can actually go fight that thing stuck in the silk. I also found this guy. He basically sends me on like a side quest, which in the first part I can't remember if I yapped about it, but he asks me for three berries, two of which I don't know if I mentioned I found in the first part of my video, so I only had to find one more, which I luckily was able to find pretty quickly, surprisingly. It was behind like a semi-hidden wall, so lucky me, I guess. Yeah, and they're called wishes instead of like jobs or anything. I sped this part up because watching me just search for it isn't that fun. Not like it took too long, but still. Like, yeah, that was a little hidden area with this guy holding the berry, so I got the berry and I heading all the way back up to the druid. He's basically talking about like, oh, there might be common berries, but to a druid they're not. And then he makes him like spell them. Yeah, kinda yaps a bit. I didn't really bother listening to him. I can't remember what he gives me as a reward. At first I thought he didn't give me anything, which almost made me like wanna kill him. But oh right, he gives me a charm. Anytime I take damage, it gives me like a bit of my like silk, which if you don't know what that is, first game it's soul. Basically gives me a bit of it back, which lets me use my abilities and heal. So overall, not a bad charm, and it's in the blue section, so that means it doesn't have to take over the compass or the currency collector. So pretty good if you do ask me. So yeah, I went back to fight the boss, which was actually pretty easy. Well, it was the first like, I want to say major boss, but I don't know if it really was. I did almost die though, so. Yeah, first I was confused. I didn't know when he'd jump and when he'd like dash. But it's just a matter of like waiting. His bell attack was fun, but I wish you could like hit the bells back so they had a chance of hitting him. I feel like that'd be a cool addition. Overall, it was a pretty fun boss. but he didn't have that much attacks. I hope there's like, if there's a Nightmare King Grim or like a Pale Knight version of this game, I would genuinely love this game. This would be like the best addition ever. I also like this bell dropping attack. The thing that like kind of panicked me is how the bells jump. Like here I'm at 1 HP. I was like stressing that I'd die and I'd have to do it again. Thankfully, the bells only jump to the left, I think. But now they like come out at normal attacks, which was a bit scary also. Thankfully I got a heal in there. 2 hearts now. I finally managed to hit him on the bell attack, which I could have been punishing him for the whole time, and we beat the boss. I was kind of surprised it didn't have a second phase. And I thought it was fully dead, but it buried itself in the ground. So at first I was scared that it would have a second phase. And then I collected this thing, which I have no idea what it is. And as you'll see now, it gives you a little parkour section, which kind of reminds me of, spoiler alert, from the first game. There was a little section where you reached like the void or something and you had to parkour up and you would get void heart, and it kind of reminded me of that. I collected that same. Also the audio might be a bit messed up because of some problems. I hope that's not too big of a deal. Sorry guys. We're reaching the end of the video, so if you're still here, like and subscribe, and I'll post more like this. Thankfully my videos will get better from here because I actually have live voiceovers, I mean. So yeah, if you enjoyed, have a nice day. Nice day, evening, night, whenever you're watching, and goodbye guys.